So this is Alté Ldn podcast, back again. Alté Ldn celebrates all things that are alternative, all things that are different, alternative to us, so it can be something completely different to you. But yeah, I'm Afia.
And I'm Charlene. And and I like that very professional intro, Afia.
I mean, I feel like our last episode, like ratchet TV, we've got to tone it down a little bit. But I mean, we're gonna get ratchet again, I feel like, because the topic that we're talking about today is hot boy summer. That is our topic. It's called hot boy summer because we're talking about all boys that are hot. May not be hot to you, but we're just gonna talk about our journey through our romances with celebrities.
It's definitely been a journey.
It has been a journey. We're going to talk about those questionable crushes that you had, those weird crushes that people just don't understand, or your embarrassing ones.
There's so many of them. I date this peak. It's actually so many of them. I've just got ingrained in my mind that Charlie, I don't understand. Yeah. It is bad. But I mean, what was your what would you say is your first ever crush, from young, the first ever boy or person that you had a thing for? So I think I would say one of my earliest ones is definitely Tucker. If you guys know about Tucker from the TV show Tucker, I'm not gonna front. I was obsessed with him. First of all, the TV show was live, and then he was just my first crush. He was a skateboarder, had some really cool parents, and then he had a crush on the girl next door. I can't remember her name. I think it was just Topanga or some shit like that. And they love calling people Topanga in America, but nah, I was who is this beautiful boy? And my heart used to skip so fast when I was watching this show.
Oh my god!
But I think it only lasted 2 seasons. So
let me actually look at Tucker again because I need to remember what he looks like.
Nah, he's actually buff. He's actually buff.
Oh yeah, he actually was so cute. He was in a few things because Jane, you remember he was in American Pie. I think he was Stifler's brother. If you've seen American Pie,
it's just been so long, so I don't remember.
Yeah, it was. He was in American Pie, but that's an interesting first crush. My first crush, I feel was so weird. Mine was weird. So the film Mulan. I feel like a lot of people had the same because I've said it. Because I've said it, and people were yeah, but the guy in Mulan, I don't even remember the character's name, but the guy, the male character, the love interest, he was literally my first love. And I remember when I was young.
Sorry, wait, what?
He was a cartoon character. Was the first crush that I had. So I remember my mom. Remember you could get I think you can still get it now, but you could get the Barbie version of everything.
Oh yeah, 100.
And my mum brought me the Barbie version of Mulan as well as him, and I was just oh my god, I've got him in real life, and I was just so happy. And so, that was my first ever childhood weird crush. And yeah.
And then wait, I just thought of another one as well actually.
What's the other one?
So used to be Jessica Alba's first sort of thing that she became famous for was a TV show called Dark Angel.
Oh my god, Dark Angel.
And she was her character was called A Number of Numbers basically, and one of the other main characters, not her love interest guy, but one of the other mutant robot tings, where they were, he's played by Jensen Ackles. Oh my god, Jensen Ackles.
I don't even think I remember him. I remember the show though. The show was actually really good.
So good. He's actually one of the main characters in Supernatural as well. So not the one with not the one that was in Gilmore Girls, but the other one. And
the one with the long hair.
No, so not the one with the long hair. So he was the one that was in Gilmore Girls. Right. But on that note, I'm not gonna front. I used to like him too.
I mean, no, he was cute. He was in cute. What was he in? He was in a lot of teen movies.
And
what else was he in?
Played Dean. Oh my gosh, another one. Chad Michael Murray.
Chad Michael Murray. Freaky Friday. No, do you know what's funny? I remember reading the whole story when he was in Freaky Friday with Lindsay Lohan, and then he was in the Cinderella story with Hilary Duff.
Listen.
The beef.
Listen. When he was in a Cinderella story, I remember I was trying so hard to find that film online, because it hadn't come out in the UK, I was like, nah, I need to stream this shit. I need to torrent it. I need to download it. I need to see something. And like when I tell you, I was literally grabbing onto like tidbits from YouTube, like some dead ass recordings, just to see Chad Michael Murray. Like I love him. Like from One Tree Hill, first season, Lucas. Like he was monumental in my actual life. Like One Tree. Fun fact: One Tree Hill was actually like, I swear it was like released on like my birthday or something. So like, was it? Honestly, like, oh my days.
It's got a special place in your heart. Oh my god. It's a special place. But I remember like the beef of like Lindsay Lohan and Hilary Duff, because like there was a whole thing like of them supposedly both dating him, and they were like Lindsay was like pissed off at Hilary, like, how could you be in the same movie with him? And like there was this whole beef of Chad Michael Murray. People were getting upset by him because obviously
beautiful.
He was with
What do you mean?
I know. Because he was married, I can't believe he was married to Sophia Bush, and then
I know,
cheated on her,
yeah,
didn't he? He was like one of the cast members.
Did some weird stuff. He was with her for time though, that cast member.
He was.
Like they were together for a hot sec, and they, you know, for years. Yeah. And now he's married to some like random actress. Like, yeah, like he's got a whole life. Yeah, no, for real. Like, no, man.
But it's so mad that how big these people were at the time, because like in the 2000s it was that whole like hot boy, like movie blonde boy, whatever. Because obviously you had like Aaron Samuels. I used to fancy Aaron Samuel. I don't remember his name, who actually the actor who plays him, but Aaron Samuels from Mean Girls. I thought he was beautiful as hell. His hair was a bit mad.
Wait, as in Aaron is in her main love interest? Yeah. He's so. What do you mean? He's so buff, like. And then Ariana Grande brought him back for the Thank You Next video. I was like, oh my gosh. Like I was literally like,
it was such a moment.
No, he was so, but I had those teen movies, like I literally was in love with all of them. Like even from Princess Diaries 2, the like Prince, he's like kind of bad or whatever. Like Diaries. He literally like, oh my god. Yeah. Like he just, no, I was in love. I was actually in love. Like, nah, these people were getting me. But
do you know what was a weird, actually I'm gonna say a weird one that was actually, I'm quite embarrassed by it now, but like maybe during the, actually no, I think I was a bit younger, so maybe I was like 6 or 7, but my next like important crush was probably like George of the Jungle. So
do you know what? Yeah, I'm not even mad at that. I'm not even mad
at that. Are you joking?
No, I'm not mad.
Everyone who I say it to, they're like, "Oh, you joking?"
No, because it was a time, man.
He was beautiful. He was beautiful.
And one of the best things.
And then he was in The Mummy.
Oh yeah. Like, wait, who plays him? Do you know?
What's his name?
I can't remember. He's quite famous though.
I feel like it begins with like J, The Mummy. Okay, wait. His name is Brendan Fraser.
Oh yeah, Brendan Fraser.
That's him. Yeah, I thought he was bar. George of the Jungle. I feel like that was, you know, when they have like you have your sexual awakening.
Wait.
So it's like, I think that's when you realise that you're attracted to that whatever gender you're attracted to. So I think that was my moment, and I saw his abs, and I was like, what?
Oh my gosh!
And I was like, wow.
Man said your sexual awakening.
that was the time. That was George of the Jungle.
I tell you who I had a really really big crush on. Oh my god.
Who?
The main guy from Zoe 101, like. Literally.
Wait, the one with the curly hair.
The one with the curly brown hair.
Yeah, no, he was cute.
I literally like something Underwood or something like, and
I don't even know what his name was.
Honestly.
And do you know what? I was so upset when it got cancelled because she got pregnant, isn't it? And I was like, what do you mean you're pregnant? Yeah, it was sad. What's the song called? Yeah, believe yourself, come follow me.
It's you, and it's on to make it loose. Don't run away. Yeah.
Oh yeah, today.
If you want.
Yeah, no. Zoe 101 was
It's a banger.
Nickelodeon back in those days.
They had all the shows. They had all the shows.
Every show.
What do you mean?
Drake and Josh. Actually, wait. Did you fancy Drake or Josh?
Absolutely not.
I don't feel like I did. Did I fancy Drake Bell?
No.
I feel like maybe I like Drake Bell. I can't remember. I don't think I did.
Drake Bell. No.
Drake Bell. And I remember them in the Amanda shows, because that's where they came from, Drake and Josh.
Yeah. Oh,
do you remember when they?
Oh my gosh. Yes.
Welcome to Kyle's Band. It was a Kyle's Band or something like that. Yeah.
Oh my days. No, actually, another one is this all come back to me. So, did you used to watch Hang Time on Trouble about the basketball? Hang Time. It was like basketballs in a high school, and there was this like the Latino thing. He was buff, like he was actually buff. No, I'm sure you watched it. Like,
I don't think I watched it.
Guys, tell me in the comments or let us know, DM us, whatever.
Yeah,
like, did you watch Hang Time? Hang Time was such a good show, and it was on Trouble around the same time as like Saved by the Bell, New Class, and then also City Guys, which is another one. City Guys, I used to love off the main character in that. He was so buff. And actually, let's be very real, okay? One-on-one, Flex Washington, I'm sorry.
One-on-one?
Flex Washington was buff. Okay, he was buff. I don't care. Like when he was, there's one episode where Brianna's about to do cheerleading, and he's like, I used to be a cheerleader. He's like, F-L-E-X, who's the best from East to West?
Oh my god.
Nah, too sick.
They were good.
But
and like, talking about that era though, I feel like that era is the same time when like things like Buffy the Vampire Slayer out. And like I loved Angel. Angel was like, I remember I had a big poster of Angel on my wall, like, mate,
so please help me understand that, because that for me is a very much an acquired taste. Like I don't he's actually not like when you look at his face, like he's just not buff in the face.
He's actually not. He's not in there. When I look at it now, I just don't understand it. But at the time, I don't know. I feel like maybe because he was a vampire, and I was like, oh, like he's so mysterious. And I feel like that's why a lot of people like people, for example, like Edward Cullen, so Robert Pattinson.
Yeah, but he looked
taste, I feel like
terrible in the first Twilight film.
But I mean, I think it's like the danger element. I don't know. Like, I just thought he was really good.
The danger element.
Yeah, because he's a vampire in it, so everyone's like, oh, it's like,
I'm done.
He's not safe, but he's
the danger.
I think that's what it is. So like, I thought he was so cool, because I remember like Angel was wearing that long black leather jacket. I was like, no, he's sick. And like, yeah, I don't know. I just thought it was just like so cool. And then like she started going out with Spike, and I was a bit like, I was on the fence with Spike. I was like, he's alright, but then I was like, oh, I don't know. Angel was the one for me though.
Yeah, Angel, I feel like what it is for Angel is that you might love him for like who he was. Like he was like everything to Buffy, and like I feel like he was like her savior. Like, you know, he was really struggling, you know, with his own like humanity in his storyline or whatever, and like I feel like his like who he was to Buffy was like enough to fall in love with him, and like but like in terms of like looks there, I'm personally not seeing it. Like, you know, Dave Boreanaz,
no, I loved him.
To you, but you know, like I feel like, but you kind of brought up like kind of like weird crushes.
Yeah.
And
yeah, go on. Tell me one of your weird ones.
And a lot of you may or may not know this, but is Mr. the wonderful Julian Casablancas, who is the front guy, front singer, whatever you want to call it, of the amazing band The Strokes. And when I tell you, something about him. Just
you're literally like in love.
I'm actually in love with him. Like I don't even like understand. Like sometimes I'll be looking, but I enjoy it. This case, so he did this promotional song with Pharrell Williams and Santi Gold called My Drive Through, which was like a promotional song for Converse, and they did like an interview like behind the scenes whilst they were like filming the advert and like the music video and stuff like that. And guys, can I just say that Charlene literally she literally made everyone at one time watch this video. She's like, guys, you need to watch the video. I'm like, what are you talking about? So yeah, this is a serious video. No, it's serious. First of all, the song is wicked, so shouts to you, Pharrell. But like, honestly, like I don't even know what it was, but his swag is just, first of all, his voice I think is amazing, but his like swag is just so like rock and roll. Like his hair is just like everything. He's like Spanish as well, so like he's like got like olive.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he's got like olive skin. It just looks washed out because, you know, he's a rock star and he probably doesn't sleep and does lots of different things. But like, and when I did my research on him, because obviously man's a stalker out here, I don't care. Like found out he's like married and shit and got like kids, but you know they're not together anymore, so I've got a chance. So.
There's still opportunity.
No, honestly, Julian Casablancas, if you were to ever get wind, if any of you man who are listening ever liked me, I beg, please, at him, do something. I'm begging you, because I just want a chance. Like I just want a chance. That's it. I just want a chance. Julian Casablancas, I love you. And if you guys Google him and you don't like him, don't tell me. I don't want to hear it. No, I don't. I actually don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I want to bask in my happiness, because Julian Casablancas, you rock my world, okay? You rock my motherfucking world. And
well, do you know what, Charlene? I'm very happy for you. I'm very happy for you.
And I apologise for that short 5-minute PSA.
No, man, the passion. I enjoyed it. I did. But now you say that, and now you speak of Pharrell. Let's talk about Pharrell because I feel like everyone can relate. Because Pharrell, for me, his biggest days were like when he was coming out of like maybe mid 2000s NERD, and then into his own solo stuff like Frontin and like all
that
and like
whole first
the front end video,
amazing.
No,
absolutely amazing.
Tears, I had tears in my eyes. I was like, wow, who is this man? Who is this man? Like, beautiful. He was just beautiful.
He's just so different. And he's an alt king, guys. So definitely look out for that, because we'll be posting him all over the gaff. But he is actually like an alternative king, okay? Like, he really was like doing different shit, like infusing like hip hop with like rock and roll and like beats, and like he was okay to be weird. Like, he was doing the whole skateboarding thing, obviously, like, you know, bathing apes and all that stuff, and like, you know, it's just like, honestly, like, and
also he's like an A1 producer as well.
Fucking,
like,
I mean, his musical talent we can't even speak on that. Like, he's
right.
like, he's it. Do you know what I mean? But he's also beautiful. Like, I don't know if he's drinking dragon's blood. He's like 45 years old or some shit like that, and he still looks like 15. Like, his
skin is fresh.
Like fresh. No, he's actually a beautiful man. Like, a beautiful man. And shout out to you, Pharrell, man. Listen, me and Afia are trying to get signed in it, so if you want some people doing some alternate ish, holla please
hit us up.
Hit us up.
And like speaking of Pharrell, obviously he produced. No, do you know what? Yeah, like, I'm actually Justin Timberlake. So obviously he produced Justin Timberlake. And like, Justin Timberlake has annoyed me because I just find him irritating now. But yeah, Justin Timberlake, I would say when he started to get hot was when, not with the noodles hair, maybe from like the Gone video, the NSYNC Gone video. Yeah. From then I was like, oh.
No, but you know, but that same JC, man. But yeah, that hairstyle was basically what he had for the whole like Justified. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, like definitely got that R&B pop rude boy thing, white boy from Memphis, Tennessee going on. But I actually liked him with the noodle hair, and so he did a film on Disney Channel called Model Behavior, which
oh my god,
one of my favorite films. Shouts out to you, Disney Plus, for letting us watch that comfortably again, because we was trying to find out on the internet. And honestly, one of my favorite films, and I'm not gonna front, like, in that film I fell in love with him all over again. Like,
he was
genuinely cute, so fucking cute. Oh my gosh, Justin. JT again. I feel like JT honestly like needs to be spoken about, because he definitely like navigated parts of my life. Like, nah, for real, like, he navigated parts of my life. Like, he was really a big part of it. Like, that was one of the first albums I ever got, was Justified. So
I mean, it was a great first album.
Yeah, that and Ashanti, Foolish. Those are the two first albums I got.
Oh.
Yeah. And that I remember getting anyway. So, you know, like, nah. Shouts out to you. But in terms of like movie crushes, what are you saying? Like,
movie crushes. All right, so I think there's been so many movie crushes. I think one of mine is like definitely what's his name? His name is Aaron Johnson, and he plays, what's his name in Angus Thongs and Perfect Snogging?
George.
What is his name?
Georgia.
He's like George. Oh, my lovely Jablay.
No, not Harry.
What's his name?
Wait, no, that's actually peak, you know, because you don't.
No, wait, what is his actual name?
You need to understand how many times me and Afia watched this film. Like,
we quote this movie, like, you don't.
Like, it's probably a weekly occurrence.
What's his name?
Wait,
Robbie.
How can we
okay,
forget?
so you're like,
by the way,
exactly.
Sidebar, Major T. Did you know that Georgia is with Ron Weasley?
Yes.
And they're having a baby.
And they're having a child.
I was shook.
Yes, I do know.
I was shook.
When I saw they were going out, I was like, what? And then she's pregnant. I was like, what?
Yes. I was shook.
Yeah, they've been going out for time. That's
shook.
cute though. Like, but I was surprised. Yeah, I wouldn't have paired them together.
But yeah.
But like, Aaron Johnson.
Oh my gosh.
So like, I feel like he looks much better now than he did at the time. So
no, but he had like, it was. I had love for him. Like, it was endearing. Like,
no, he did. No, he did. No. I'm saying like now, I think he's really like he's just getting better with age. But like, at the time we were like 14, 15 when Angus Thongs came out, and I remember like relating to the film so much. I was like, yes, I just want the boy who I like to like me.
Same,
and
man.
Georgia, Georgia,
Jubbly lovely.
But like, yeah, when Aaron Johnson, Robbie in the film, like, mate, beautiful. And his brother as well, though. His brother was cute.
His brother was really cute. Yeah,
I thought he was cute. I was like,
his brother was actually really cute. No, definitely. For me, guys, another throwback one, a fucking weird one as well. If you guys don't know, you're gonna know that I was obsessed with Mary-Kate and Ashley, and maybe we'll talk about it one day.
I mean,
obsessed with Mary-Kate and Ashley. Had all the videos on all the films on video, and like they also used to show them on like Nickelodeon as well quite a lot, so I used to watch it on there. And so Passport to Paris, one of my favorite ones, absolutely sick ass film, classic. And basically they had these like two like Parisian like two Parisian kind of like crushes who they basically, that's their like, you know, part of the storyline, and I just love them both. Like I was like, oh my gosh, I'm definitely gonna go to Paris. I'm gonna my uncle or my granddad or someone is gonna be the fucking American ambassador or some shit. And I'm gonna get me a French nigga with fucking, he's gonna bring me flowers to the house and be like Ashley, Marie, I bought the flowers for you. Like, nah, sorry, that wasn't like, again, a defining moment in my life, man. Them man were cute. Them man were actually cute. They
were really cute, and I thought at the time I was like, they're so romantic. I was like, oh, they're so young, right. So romantic. I'm saying, how, like, who taught you? Teach me, please. Like, teach me how I can. Nah, for real. Teach me. What about anyone else from films? Another one. Movie one. Okay, like if you're one of my friends from school, so I terrorized my friends with about this guy in school. So like obviously Twilight came out one summer or whenever it was. It might not be the summer, but I'm gonna say summer because it sounds poetic. It came out one summer, and we were introduced to Robert Pattinson, who I liked-ish, and I was like, oh, he's alright. And then the second movie dropped, New Moon dropped. Taylor Lautner came in. He had his abs, he cut his hair, and like I was taken aback. Taylor Lautner, wow, that was a highlight of my teen life. Like he was like, wow,
you know. So obviously, like it was all big controversy for you man who've watched like the Twilight film series, is like 5 films, whatever. And obviously there's big controversy and big like debate, like, you know, team what's it, what even the names again? Team Jacob, Team Edward.
And I was Team Jacob. I read the books. In the books I was Team Jacob, in the films I was Team Jacob, because look, Edward kind of had no personality. There was nothing that he was offering. Jacob had the personality.
So then actually Robert Pattinson played him very well then, because like
well, exactly
he had absolutely no personality in the films.
He did.
Like none.
He did.
I mean, listen,
he didn't.
I read the first book, and the book was definitely better than the film. The second book, however,
absolutely,
I stopped reading it because Bella's crying for 100 pages, and I'm not trying to do that.
She's so
fucking annoying.
She's
100 pages
in the film.
I'm reading, and she's still like, oh my god, Edward's not coming back. Like nobody don't want you, and it's not that.
Do you know what? I feel like it's such bad like representation for like how girls should be about boys.
100%.
Like, if you look back at how problematic it is,
100%.
Like, you shouldn't be sitting there crying
for 100 pages. If you are,
no,
I beg anyone who's read the book, comment, because I swear it was like 100 pages. This girl was crying every day. Oh, Edward, come back. Edward.
She's like, Edward.
Like, I'm so glad that in the film they condensed that down to maybe about 10 minutes.
Well, I mean, like, it was a lot of it as well. And like Kristen Stewart, I mean,
problematic.
She tries her best in it.
Problematic.
She tries her best.
But yeah, as for Taylor Lautner, I get it.
No, I loved him.
I get it.
Look, if you were my friend, you'd actually no. I actually feel sorry for my friends because the way I traumatized, like they used to be like, he's not good looking. I used to get into arguments like, he is good looking. What do you mean? You have no taste. No, we used to get in arguments. It's actually just ridiculous. But like, I was passionate.
I mean, and you know what? And again, guys, you're gonna find out if he is passionate. Like, she's not trying to hear nothing. Don't try to reason with her. Don't try and convince her.
I can be reasoned with.
Nah, she's not trying to hear nothing. Let's not cap. We're trying to get we want people to get to know us, the real us. Like, yeah, no. If he's not trying to hear it. As for Taylor Lautner, If
I believe in something, I'm very passionate about it. So that's what it is. But that was one of my movie ones. Is there any other movie ones? Oh wait, no, there's another one. I've got to say another one. I'm sorry. Orlando Bloom in Lord of the Rings. Oh my god. So I remember being like, I think I was like 8 or 9. Yeah, Orlando Bloom. Even with the long hair, I was obsessed. I remember like that dry film that he released after the Lord of the Rings called Calcium Kid. I don't know if you saw that, but
I've no idea. I've never heard that in my life.
No, it's awful. So basically, he played a boxer. and like he was like a commoner. He's like, yeah, mum, I want to do the boxing. And like Billie Piper was a love interest, so like it was all a mess. But I supported it because it was Orlando Bloom. But yeah, that was another one of my crushes.
Crazy.
And yeah.
guys. Okay, so I don't even know how long we've been doing this for, but to be honest, we can talk about it all day. So,
we can.
But I was gonna say, okay, what about musicians? Let's move on. So,
musician. There's so many.
We obviously we've spoken about Pharrell already, and he still stands. However, like sort of like weird like musician crushes that you had, and yeah, obviously we've spoken about Julian Casablancas as well. I'm not gonna bore you guys with that episode again, but I can talk to you about him again if you like. But anyone else in terms of musicians for you?
Yes, Pete Wentz. So like,
okay.
Well, I mean, you'll get to know that I was into like very much into my emo phase. So like any boy with like the sweeped hair, all that shit, I was very much into. So like Pete Wentz, yeah, that was my guy. As well as like Brendan Urie from Panic at the Disco. Thought he was cute as well. All them emo scene boys I was into.
Do you want to say what band Pete Wentz was from?
So yeah, Pete Wentz from Fall Out Boy. Pete Wentz.
I mean, we can't assume, guys. We can't assume that.
We can't assume.
Yeah, you know. But yeah, Pete Wentz.
Pete Wentz from Fall Out Boy.
So actually, don't you have such an interesting fact about him as well?
Yes, I have another interesting.
Because I just find it so funny every time.
That a lot of people always forget. I read the information and then like a few years go past and I forget and I read it again. I'm like, oh yeah. So yeah, Pete Wentz is actually half Jamaican. Believe it or not.
And you guys all shook.
So like,
all shook.
And
Pete Wentz is a nigger. He's a nigger. Like,
he is. And like I've seen old pictures of him with like an afro and it's so weird to see.
Oh, so he like fully like straightened out his hair, like he got a perm or some shit.
Yeah, he straightened out his hair.
Oh my days.
He had, like afro, everything.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, half Jamaican.
Also,
half
fun fact is that Afia actually used to model her hair after Pete Wentz as well.
No, I didn't.
Sorry. Maybe one day.
I mean, I definitely had a side sweep. No, I did. I did have a side sweep.
Even the other day, like you posted a picture
guys,
of yourself from like.
You have to understand. I'm from the MySpace era, so like, that was what was hot in MySpace. So I was like, I was in with the scene. Okay, that's what I was doing. But like, what other musicians? Like, I think you can relate as well. Everyone loves BTK. Like, if you, I'm assuming everyone loves BTK. Amarian.
When he was younger. When he was actually younger, he actually really was.
No, still now. I feel
like for me, like now. No, obviously he is handsome. Like, and he's got a very. Do you know what I like about Marion? He's got a very nice face. Like he can't. Like I feel like he's very approachable. Like his face is very like calming. I don't know. Let us know what you think. But like, I think that like he's definitely like super approachable. And just because his face is so like welcoming. So yeah, that's what I think about that. And even his brother
as well, his brother is so good looking.
Yeah, Ryan.
And I didn't realise that his baby mother is singing.
Proper.
Yeah, he's beautiful. And then also Little Fizz, like back then.
Because right now he's problematic.
Maybe not so much now.
He's just problematic.
I'm sorry.
He's so.
But yeah, Little Fizz back then for sure.
Oh my God!
Wait.
Yeah, I was gonna say I didn't even talk about other TV crushes because hang on, are we gonna get to like our current TV crushes? Do you think?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's get to our current ones.
Fam. Can we all please take a moment of silence for the Mr. Daniel B.B. Gibson? Okay. First of all, let's start by saying me and him are friends in it. I'm gonna be honest. If you guys want proof, I will send you the pictures plural. There's evidence. Okay, that's my friend.
If you don't know who he is, he's from Love and Hip Hop.
Yeah, sorry. He was an NBA player for many years for the Cleveland Cavaliers, and was also married to Keisha Cole. And they have a child together. And then he was in Love and Hip Hop. Well, he still is actually kind of in Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. Guys, when I tell you what you see on screen, it's not a lie. It's not a fucking lie. No. It's not a lie. I already know you man are thinking, oh my God, this guy's buff. No. In person, it's better. You don't think it could be better. And so then you'd be wondering, like, why the fuck did my nigga Brooke Valentine, whatever the fuck her name is, pick Mr. Marcus Black? Because I get it. I get it. But anyway, listen, that's neither here nor there. Mr. Daniel Mr. Daniel BB Gibson, first of all, thank you for letting me connect to your Wi-Fi in your car. Let's start there, because I definitely did that. And then also, thank you for being so gracious. Like, he is so nice. Like, what you see on TV, it's not fake. I'm telling you, it's not fake. Like, he approached me. I told you we're friends. So he approached me, and oh my gosh, he is, honestly, he is succulent, and that's how I feel about that. Anyone he feels differently, you're just an op. That's it. You're just no, you're in it. If you're an op. You're an op. You can't see that. You're an op. You can't see that face and not feel that and feel this way about it. And he's got height as well, being that he was a basketball player. He's like
he's like
6'3" or something like that. Like, nah, you're an op.
That's the thing that actually, guys, I feel like a lot of women, no, I feel like a lot of men feel like women are into tall men. Would you guys say that is true? I mean, personally, yes, I like tall
I think
men.
we're both tall though.
I feel like
as well.
Yeah, exactly. But I feel like generally women do, but I mean, some people don't care, but yeah, like a little bit of height is always nice.
Definitely.
So,
Mr. Daniel B.
Wait, another person.
Oh.
Yeah, he's a beautiful man. A musician that I forgot actually is Frank Ocean.
Very handsome.
And, this can lead us. He's very handsome. This is gonna lead us into our pretty boy segment, because there's different categories of boys. So there's the pretty boys. So I'm gonna lead into that one with Frank Ocean, because Frank Ocean is a very handsome man. Like, he's got such a beautiful smile, and he seems like quite humble and just like, I don't know. He's just.
He seems so
nice
like harmless as well.
Oh yeah,
like,
he seems
so harmless.
He seems harmless. Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does seem harmless.
Like, really harmless.
Like, he's just beautiful. He's got a beautiful voice. He's a great songwriter. Like, the talent always is like a bonus for me. So like, you're good looking,
100%.
and then you've got the talent.
And the fact that he's always on his pedal bike as well. Like, everyone always sees him cycling.
Yeah.
Everyone always sees him cycling around New York. Like.
Yeah.
Like,
I love
so.
that.
Yeah, no, definitely into Mr. Frank. He's very handsome, and actually another handsome guy is ASAP too. ASAP's got a nice face.
ASAP has a nice face, but I have my qualms with ASAP.
What? Bring us in. What's going on?
What everyone knows his comments. What you said about black girls shouldn't be
red
wearing
lipstick.
red lipstick. So from then I was like,
no, honestly though, it's so
ASAP.
problematic. Yeah, what are you doing? No, holler us, because we need to have a conversation. Because, and the thing is, he still stands by that. That's what's mad about it. He still stands by that. Like, you know, more people.
Oh, really?
Yeah, most times, like, when people say things like that and then they get like such a bad like reaction, they try to retract or. But like, he kind of still stands by that. You know.
And he said the same thing. Like, he was talking about I think it was in the same conversation. He was talking about Black Lives Matter, and people were like, why have you not spoken up about it? He was like, look, I live in he's like, I live in Soho, New York. I don't live in like the ghetto or whatever. He said something like that anyway. And he's basically just saying it's not my problem. So he needs to fix up.
For real, he's problematic. Definitely.
He's a beautiful man, yes.
He is beautiful, and his fashion is on the point. The point. But you know, okay, so beautiful section. Do you have anyone else? I want to leave this, you want to leave him to last.
Another pretty boy, which people may or may not agree with, and I feel like Charlene's a hater on this one, so I'm going to ignore the comments that come in my way, because I already know. Charles Melton, I need to shout it. I'm going to get close. Charles Melton. I'm going to get close to the mic, because Charles Melton... So I first saw it, I feel like I'm like a fake fan, because I first saw him in the Ariana Grande video, Break Up With Your Boyfriend, on board.
Oh, okay.
And
Good
I was
song
like,
as well,
I was like, who is this? Oh, yeah, I love that song. I was like, who is this? So he's like, so if you don't know what he is, he's Korean. He's got this like beautiful black, like curly-ish hair, and like, I think he's just so beautiful. I think he's so beautiful. So like, guys, look up Charles Melton, and he's also in the new Bad Boys film.
Yeah, no,
like,
he was actually. I thought he was good. I thought he was good in that still. I thought he was good in that.
And he's got a good body. He just seems really nice. I watch his Instagram lives every now and then, and like, he always invites his fans to like come through, and like, he's like, oh, how are you doing? And he reads some poetry, and I'm like, oh my god. And he likes to write poetry, and it's just, it's too much for me to handle. But yeah, Charles Melton is definitely a pretty boy, and like Charlene is being quiet, because I know she's got her opinion.
No, but the thing is, everyone should have an opportunity to express themselves. That's how I feel. Like, I'm an equal opportunity employer, so I'm gonna give you an opportunity to express yourself. I am, fam.
Yes.
You know, we already know what it's like not to have equal rights in the workplace. So, you know. So, but yeah, no, I hear that. Do you know what? I'm not saying he's butters by any means, like, at all. But I just feel like, I get it. You know.
Yeah. Wait, one that we can both agree on is Broderick Hunter. So I think you guys should definitely...
Hang on.
Not Trevante Rhodes, because that's another story, but Trevante Rhodes is buff. But Charlene doesn't agree, so we're going to leave that one. But that's one of mine. I'm going to throw that in there anyway. But yeah, Broderick Hunter. I think he went out with Ducky Thought at a time as well, and they was just so beautiful together. But yeah, he is a beautiful, like, pretty man. Like, his beard's like all like structured, and like, yeah, he's just gorgeous. Good body, like, yeah.
I feel like he looks good in some pictures, not in all pictures.
True.
I feel like facial hair is better, for sure.
Yes, I agree. Facial hair is better.
His lips are full,
on the other hand,
Jesus.
Yeah, his lips are very full.
What's he from? Like, why is he famous?
What is he in? I mean, he's an actor. I know that. I think.
Oh, yeah, he is.
And is he a model?
A model. He definitely is a model.
What is he in? No, wait. I don't know. I think he's just a model.
No, he was in he's done a few, like.
No, he was in Insecure.
Yeah, but wait, I don't remember the episode though. Felix.
I remember him being in Insecure. I think he was only in like one episode. Wasn't he one of her dates or something?
Yeah, he did. He's done like a few like guest spots. So he's
because he's buff, so he's like the buff token man.
Yeah, basically everything black, which we love. So he's been in Insecure, Marlon, Rel, and a Black Lady sketch show. So shout outs to all my black people. Okay, great. We've exhausted everyone, so we should just really get to the main event.
The main event, yes.
The main event is the not Mademoiselle. What's the Monsieur? Eunice Benjamin. Oh my days. Oh my God. So he really deserves a sweet note. A sweet musical note. Okay, so to start with, you may or may not see him on the cover art for this episode, but maybe you will, so you can just admire with us, okay? But to be fair, he kind of is famous for being the boyfriend of Kourtney Kardashian. However, actually, he was like really good friends with Sophia Richie before that, and so was in that kind of crowd with like her, like Starino is like Naomi Anderson's brother, and like things like that. So like he was kind of about, because he's a model in his own right, done a lot of like, you know, high profile fashion campaigns for all the big, like, you know, fashion houses and designers, a lot of haute couture, and then he's also a boxer. So he's French, but he's from Algeria. So shout out to my fellow African, and he's he was like, I think born in Lyon. Everything in France just sounds wicked, doesn't it? Lyon. But
yeah, it does.
So he was born in Lyon, and then he I think his dad's like lives in like America or something like that. So yeah, he basically went to America and like sort of did more for his career there. And honestly, guys, it's like, where do you start? Like, the perfection is too much. Like, I don't even know where to start.
You know, I'm just impressed right now because it just sounds like you're his Wikipedia. So
thank you. I did
if you're just going around. No, I like that. That's good. But I mean, yeah, he's a beautiful man.
He's honestly,
and like he seems really nice as well.
Oh my gosh! Like, okay. Also, though, he's not afraid to beat up someone. Like, there's definitely videos of him beating up someone last summer with like Drake and some shit like that. But yeah, like he was at some like one of those famous hotspots in LA, like Delilah or something like that. And he punched up one of some random guy. And Drake was just there. Drake and Odell Beckham Jr. were like,
Odell Beckham is another one. I'm sorry.
But we'll get to him. But yeah, so Eunice Benjamin, yeah, what it is, yeah. Let's even try and describe, like. So one, he's got height, like he's 6 foot something, but his like actual face, like his facial structure is actually like it's kind of perfect. But one of the other things that I think sort of, you know, contributes to his just absolute beauty is his fashion. I love me a guy that has just like a different fashion sense. Like, it's so clear that he's like, you know, influenced by fashion, and obviously being a model, I guess you tend to be anyway. But like, he just comes with some fresh garms, man. Like, they just looked so good together when they were together. Like,
I feel like he was styling her because her passion,
100%.
Her fashion was like, yeah, it was like.
No, on some like Kanye shit for real.
Together.
Like, he was probably like like styling her, or like, you know, I think it's nice when you can like speak to your significant other, you know, about, you know, oh, like, do you think this looks good? And they actually have like an opinion, you know, because like, obviously he gets to be in the room for like a lot of those like high fashion like conversations, being he's a model, so you know he'll be, you know, in the studio taking pictures and like doing like lots of editorial shoots and things like that.
I'm going to say this as a category now. So we've done Pretty Boys. Pretty Boys is the key one, clearly. I mean, we both showed a lot of passion in that one. But I think, like, just to you know, like, contrast it, you should talk about Skate Boys. So, like, while I like a pretty boy, I do also like someone who's, like, rough and ready.
Rough and ready.
I don't know if that's the best way to explain it. But someone who's, like, a little bit, like, more laid back in the fashion, not as pristine and just, like, I don't know, chill vibes and all that sort of shit. But like, skater boys, oh. they will always have a place in my heart. So like for me, there's loads of skate boys I like. I just don't know all the names. I just look at them. But like for one, like, it's just the talent of skating. Anyway, I think skateboarding is like one of the coolest things I've ever seen. So if you're a skateboarder, then like I literally rate you so much, and I wish I could do it. And I actually tried it once when I was like 10, and I went on this massive ramp because I was overconfident. And then I went down it and just scraped up the whole of my leg.
Listen, I tried skateboarding too. Listen, I've got a skateboard still, but it's the fear. Like when you're old, it's so you need to start when you're young.
You have to be. I feel like you have to start when you're young because you don't give a fuck. So like, if you skateboarders, I rate you so much because like to do that stuff, the amount of times you have to fuck up your
definitely
body
athletes, man, hardcore athletes at that.
Yeah, definitely. It's great. I think it's great that they're now finally being introduced into the Olympics. So like I think this year was meant to be the first one that they were going to be doing it, but obviously, you know, Miss Rona ruined it. So it's next year. But like, I can't wait to see that. That's going to be so sick. But skateboarders. So like one skateboarder that I feel like has definitely just blown up because of Frank Ocean, who we've spoken about recently. But I was following him just slightly before. So his name is Evan Mock, and he's a Hawaiian skateboarder. Maybe I would say he probably calls himself a model now because that's what he's been doing more recently. But he's so, like, I first was drawn to him because he's so talented. Like he did this trick that got a lot of attention as well. There was like, so there's like a normal skateboard ramp, and then there's like a hole that was kind of circular. So he did this skateboarding trick where he just sort of went around that inside circle bit. It's hard to explain, but if you've seen the video, then you know what I'm talking about. But he did this like sick trick, and I was like, wow, he's so talented. And then also I just thought he was buff as well, he's just a beautiful man. But I feel like, so he did a skate video, and then like he was like, oh, this is for my friend Frank. But I think at the time he didn't realize that his friend was sending it to Frank Ocean. He just thought it was his friend called Frank.
Right.
So he sent it to Frank Ocean. Frank Ocean posted it on his Instagram. Everyone's like, oh my god, who's Evan Mock? And then I think he just blew up. So he's been like modeling for like Calvin Klein. So his ads are like everywhere. Like if you see anyone with pink hair, if you see like a tanned looking-ish boy with pink hair, it's Evan Mock. You've definitely seen him on the billboards in London. He's like on all the Calvin Klein ones. But he's on like Calvin Klein. He went to Fashion Week and was in like some of the shows there. He did like Louis Vuitton.
Oh man, I didn't realize he'd done so much.
He's doing bits. Yeah, he's doing bits in such a short amount of time. So like, happy for him. I hope he does like get back to skateboarding because he's so good at it. But him for sure. And I really love Evan Mock. Is there any skateboarders that you like? I know you're very much.
I mean, first of all, again, something else that Afia and I are going to accomplish. I'm gonna skateboard along a pavement. I'm gonna do it. Like right now, I'm shook because these times they're like my bones are brittle in it, but I'm gonna make it happen. I feel like we can do this. So when I was younger, I definitely really had a big crush on Ryan Sheckler. For those who don't know, he's a pro skateboarder. He's won like the X Games a number of times, like, and he's like quite famous, very famous actually. He's got a lot of like famous like musician friends as well. And the reason why I got to know about him is because he had a reality, like sort of like a reality show on MTV called Life of Ryan. And I used to watch it, I used to love it, and it was basically just about like how he started and like basically just like his family. So he has a few siblings and his parents are like divorced or whatever. I basically just followed him like going around the world and like skateboarding, and honestly I just thought he was just sick. Like I loved him. He was buff to me. I was just like, I want to be like your friend, at least let me be in your circle. Like I just feel like we could just vibe like proper cool and so dope. So definitely him for sure. And then also in recent times, Robert Neal, he's so buff. Oh my gosh. And he is like kind of just blowing up like really like a lot right now. He's a pro skater, and there's someone else as well. But he's a pro skater, and it's not often that you get a lot of black pro skaters, so shout outs to him for real. because you know he's doing it big. You know, I feel like the last big sort of like black pro skater was probably like Terry Kennedy. He's quite old now, so but yeah, definitely he's really buff. And what I like about him is that he keeps it gangster. Like he'll be like skateboarding to like fucking Pop Smoke, rest in peace. Like, and I love that. Like, because obviously, you know, typically it's sort of that more sort of like trappy sort of hip-hoppy rock kind of like soundtrack to skateboarding, and I love that it's becoming like so sort of like multi sort of genre, if you like. And
definitely,
you know, what are you gonna say?
I think it's cool because you don't really see like that many like big black skateboarders as well. There's like so few of them. So like, and like there's so many talented ones. Like I follow the Thrasher Mag, obviously. I follow the Thrasher Mag Instagram, but like they post a lot of the black skateboarders as well. And I was like, where are these guys hiding? Because like the same boy will get put everywhere, like the same white kid. Not saying they're not talented, but like there's so much talent within like the black community.
100%.
Skaters, and obviously there's so much talent. So like, yeah, definitely try and look out for them and support them, guys, because they need it. Like we definitely need the visibility. Because for me, like looking at skateboarding, I would not know that is a skateboarder. It's an industry that's you know, inclusive.
Well, I don't really feel like it. I don't really feel like it is that inclusive though right now, to be honest.
True.
I really feel like there's obviously like some leaders of like the skateboard pack, and it seems that, you know, they have like a good, you know, a good reign. I mean, obviously the skateboarder that everyone knows is Tony Hawk, you know, so and also the guy that does Ridiculousness as well. What's his name? I can't remember. He's like super famous too. But I feel like one of the sort of the most famous early on famous skateboarders who is like of color, if you like, is my other crush of life, Mr. Paul Rodriguez, P-Rod. He is so buff. Like, I don't know why I think he's so buff. But, actually I do. He's got a beautiful face, like a really pleasant face. And I watched so many interviews. I watched his documentary, and like he just seems so fucking nice. Like, and he's so handsome. He looks quite short though. He's so cute. He's so cute, and I just really like. Again, P-Rod, if you want to adopt me. No. We have to mention one person.
Who's the one person?
Why we didn't say his name, I don't even understand.
Oh wait, oh my gosh, wait, I actually know you're talking about. I'm actually so upset that I've not said it. Wait, I hope we're on the same page.
I think we are. And
are you talking about a musician?
Yes. But you know what? He deserves the end. He deserves the end.
He does deserve the last part. He does deserve the end. So this guy,
I don't even actually know.
I feel emotional.
Like, I'm actually shook.
But there's actually controversy in our friendship group, because a lot of us are claiming him, and like, you know, a lot of us are lying, saying that, you know, he's in the DMs, which, you know.
One day,
some of us are a little bit more delusional than the others, which is fine.
One day we're gonna bait her out, you know. We're actually going. We have to because she's doing too much. You see me, I don't even engage in your conversation, because there's no point. Like, I'm fighting a battle where it's like, it's not even a fight. Do you get me? Because he's already mine.
Exactly.
He's already mine.
And I have to question her sometimes. I'm like, excuse me, like, why have you liked his picture again on Instagram? Like, we've had conversations about this. She's like, sorry. No, it's not on. But who we're talking about is the rapper, the talented Amine.
Beautiful.
Amine.
Pure skinned, pure everything.
Pure skinned Ethiopian king. Ethiopian king.
Okay? King.
Amine. I mean, like, Amine. So talented, like, for one. So talented. Is he? I mean, like, I don't even know what to say.
Let's start with this. Okay, first of all, I love the fact that he looks so different. One.
These massive eyes, like, I love it. It's just,
Ethiopian king, okay. Also, that I love the fact he reps that. He's obviously from Portland. There's not like a lot of rappers from Portland, so like, again, he's like sort of like low-key pioneering, to be honest. And yeah, he's just like, he's beautiful. Like, I like the fact that he's got a great fashion sense. Like, he definitely, you know, thinks about that. He's not like regular. Like, he does some like different shit.
I love his hair.
Like his like dreads. And yeah, all his interviews, he just comes across so amazingly.
I know, it's so cool. And I love that, like, he shouted out the British girls, and I feel like, so the song Spice Girls, I feel like that song was written for me, so I'm sorry, Charlene, but yeah, Spice Girl. He's like, I want a British girl. I was like, you talking about me? I was like, me? I was like, okay, cool. I see you. But yeah, Spice Girls by me, Nick. If you've not heard it, if you're an English girl, that will be, yeah, you'll feel that one. So like, yeah, he reps the British girls. I said, thank you very much.
So it was one fine day where I was sat next to Afia, and Afia, if you hear her voice, as you could imagine, she's, you know, I would say quite tame, definitely very, very, you know, likes to talk about things passionately that she finds important. That really a lot of her, you know, passions are of the somewhat alternate, you know, category. But I was sitting down, I was just chilling, and then I just saw some like rache movements happening to my left, and it turns out that Afia was listening to Reel It In, and she just started like doing all this like body shaking on her chair, and I was just like, whatever is going on around me in this
whatever is the matter,
whatever's going on around me, and I just see her just like putting her hands down her body, like, reel it in, I got the bags, tell a friend. I was like, oh my days. And so
no, I mean,
that's the power that Amine has over people. Okay, he can switch you up real fucking quick. Okay,
quick, fast,
switch you up real quick, mate. And she had all the words on lock. I said, yeah, I hear you. Yes. And so to be honest, I'm not a quitter, but I can see where there's dedication. And for me personally, I see dedication with Afia. Therefore, I think A Nizzle, you're gonna have to step down. Okay,
this is what I've been saying.
If you're listening to A Nizzle, step down.
I'm sorry, like, you've heard it here. There's two people against one. I'm sorry. That's it.
Because you know what the thing about it is that I already know that if you get in, you're going to bring me in. These times that, well, actually, do I know that?
Oh, it's exactly.
No, yeah, you will. You'll bring me in.
No. Charlene, you know that I will.
Whereas A Nizzle's not bringing no one in.
She's not at all. It will be like 4 months in. She'll be like, oh, by the way. I'll be like, oh, is it?
No one in. And I'm saying A Nizzle because we're going to keep her name like that for a while, yeah. So, but you know who you are.
But yeah, guys, I'm sure we've exhausted this point. You know, we've been incredibly thirsty here, but you know, I'm hoping that you guys can relate to at least a few of these people. But yeah, that we've been Alt London podcast. Back again. Alt London. If you've got like any like suggestions that you want us to talk about, you know we love to chat. I mean, like, we've been sitting there for ages talking about this one thing. So you know we love to chat. Any comment, any like suggestions, let us know.
That's it. Peace out.